Hi, Kieran here. Hope you're all good. Okay, I'm going to try and do loads of videos these days. I've been really bad last 6 months, not done very many, and noticed a few people doing videos every day for this month, and I think that's really good. People are much better when they're doing stuff off the cuff, I think, and just saying what they think rather than planning videos all the time, and not doing enough. Okay, this video I've been sort of putting off for about 6 months, I think. Basically, I want to do more videos about current affairs and more detailed sort of issues rather than general sort of ethical theory. But I kind of got bogged down in my channel doing general, as I say, ethical theory stuff. It's logical to do the ethical theory stuff first and then build on to do the detail later, but I think I got a bit too bogged down in sort of trying to do it in a logical fashion. Basically, what I want to talk about in this video, I did talk about it quite a bit actually in I think 2 or 3 videos ago in a video called Selfish Utilitarians, which was a reply to Serpico. Basically, yeah, I went into it a bit there, but I'd rather have a video I can refer people to, which would be this video, which would be my sort of definitive statement on this. Unfortunately, it's very off the cuff here, so it's not going to really end up being a brilliant definitive statement, because I find the issue really confusing anyway, but I'm going to do my best anyway. Basically, the issue is here to do with it in ethics. We end up often facing a sort of dilemma between sort of being principled or compromising. For example, in classic example would be if you vote for a sort of fringe, say the far left. Let's assume that being far left is right, is correct, which is my political sort of view. Well, let's say either let's say fringe parties are right anyway. Should you vote for a fringe party, or should you vote for your more mainstream party to keep the other party out, sort of thing? So, from the left-wing point of view, it's like, should you vote like Green or something, or should you vote in the US like Democrat to keep the Republicans out, or in Britain should you vote Labour to keep the Conservative Party out? And it's really fascinating. I don't think there's an easy answer. I mean, I remember the Green Party, so I guess I've taken the view that you should go for the fringe party in those cases. But I wouldn't say you always got to do the idealistic thing. I mean, for example, I think it would be better in the world if we counted in base 8. Like if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. If we counted like that, it would be better, because you could half numbers nicely, go down to 4, 2, 1, 0.4, 0.2, 0.1. Base 8 is basically a slightly better base, I think, or base 16 is good as well, I think. But I don't necessarily support it that we change to that, because it'd be such a big headache to make the change. Jotted down some words that we can use for this dilemma, like principle versus compromise. That's one way of sort of saying it. We also got idealistic versus realistic. Like, I'm a realist, not an idealist, that kind of thing. Also, the one I was using in the video 2 or 3 videos ago was demanding versus undemanding. People often say utilitarianism is really demanding, but like, you've got to be like really strict. You have to be strict. You have to give all your money away to charity and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, my view basically is that, which I'll be referring back to, referring to a lot, I think, in the future videos, is that basically utilitarianism doesn't commit you at all to being idealistic any more than any other sort of ethical point of view. It's still you can have utilitarian arguments for being to compromise and working within the system. So working within the system, whether you should work within the system or so fight the system. You can have utilitarian arguments either way. I think that also a lot of these examples they use against utilitarianism is like we're going to rip out people's organs of healthy people and give them to other people to save the greater number, and throw people off bridges to save the greater number, and torture people again to make the greater number better off. I think I would go along with those things since the numbers were saved were high enough. But that's sort of big reason we wouldn't necessarily jump in there and do those things, is that they're very idealistic or very uncompromising things to do. So it's just realistically it's going to create a lot of carnage and conflict, and it's just not going to come off, sort of thing. People are going to get arrested, and not everybody is a utilitarian. It's going to go down really badly with non-utilitarians doing these sort of things. So even if it would be a good thing, we all turn into sort of perfect utilitarians or robots and unsentimental. That's not the world we're actually living in. So a lot of the hopefully the videos I do in the future about more detailed sort of politics and stuff, a lot of my ideas are like, for example, going with vegetarianism, trying to make that popular. Part of the reason for that is not just that it's good in sort of it would be good if everybody was a vegetarian, I think it would, but also we have sentiments to do with cruelty to animals that we can go with the grain of our sort of sentiments. And it's the same with equality and sort of left-wing stuff. I just see those things as going with the grain of a sort of human sort of personalities, and I think if we were all able to completely manipulate our emotions and be sort of perfect utilitarian robots, maybe we wouldn't have to bother with left-wing politics or vegetarianism. We'd be just like really perfectly sort of unsentimentally doing the thing that maximizes happiness. But I think in practice we're going to do it sort of via other things like left-wing stuff. Yeah, that's really all I want to say about that. Basically, I think that I'll be referring back to this video hopefully about this issue, and hopefully I'll be making lots of videos soon. Alright.